Welcome back, everyone. For today's video, we are going to be playing against a new bot that has just been released on chess.com. Now, as you guys can see from your screen, this bot is called LUK or Luka.AI. Now, this, of course, is a bot that is modeled after NBA superstar and one of the front runners to win the MVP, Most Valuable Player award. He currently plays for the Dallas Mavericks. Recently, Dallas Mavericks acquired Kyrie Irving, so there's a good chance the Mavericks may contend for the championship this year. At any rate, there was also a tweet from Luka Doncic some time ago about how he does not read Twitter, but instead he plays chess on his phone. So chess.com has created this bot. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to try to adopt the Luka bot. Now, it's only rated 400, of course, but let's see how strong it is. All right, let's do challenge, no help, and away we go. I'll start with white in game number 1, and then I'll take black in the next game. All right, let's play e4. Let's see what it intends to do here. It plays e5. Okay, so Luka bot playing very standard. Let's go bishop c4 here. Waiting for a move. Queen to h4. So Luka bot trying to be very aggressive here and go for checkmates. Now, I don't really want to play queen f3 because it feels a little bit cheesy to go for a quick mate. But on the other hand, queen f3 does guard both of the pawns. So let's play queen f3. Luka bot thinking goes king d8. Not the best move. Now I'm going to play this move pawn to d4 here, trying to be very aggressive and go for a quick checkmate. I will now play queen takes pawn on f7. Let's see. Luka takes, and we beat Luka bot in our first game in 6 moves. So not the best first game. Maybe it will play a little bit better with the black pieces. Let's do a new game. We'll play against Luka again, and we will change the color to black this time. And let's see how it plays. Now this time I'm going to try not to cheese it as much. I'll try to be a little bit more solid here. Play a French defense. Okay, it plays queen h5. Now I don't believe that Luka Doncic has studied or played a lot of chess, but if this is Luka's actual repertoire with bringing the queen out very early, he might have learned that from Hikaru Nakamura, who has actually played this queen h5 move on move number 2 numerous times. Let's play knight to f6, attacking the queen and the pawn. Luka plays queen f3. Let's play d5 here. I'm waiting for a move. Plays e5. Let's go knight d7, attacking this pawn on e5. Luka bot plays queen g3, guarding the pawn. I will now go c5 to develop my knight, also denying white from building a big center here with c3 and d4. Let's play knight c6. Now I could have taken right away actually, but Luka bot doesn't defend with f4, so now we'll go knight b4, attacking the queen and the pawn as well. This is already off to a very bad start, and here Luka does a Botez gambit by hanging his queen. Let's take the queen on d3. Luka takes back with the pawn. I will take the pawn here on e5 now, and this game pretty much is already over. Let's play h5 and h4, attacking the knight. The knight goes back now to e2. I win the pawn on d3. Plays f4. I will just trade the knights because I have simply an extra queen here, so I don't mind the trade. Let's play rook takes h2. If swap, I will make a queen on h1. Goes rook g1. Let's play knight to g6, going after this pawn on f4. Again, the game is pretty much over, but I assume, like most bots, Luka bot will not resign at the start. Let's play d4 here, attacking the knight on c3. Get rook a1. I will just take the knight, and the rest will be very, very basic. I'll just try to mate as fast as possible. Let's go queen a5, attacking the pawn on a4. We get b3. I guess I will just play b5 here, try to open up this queen side here and attack as quickly as possible. Let's take on a4. Luka bot plays bishop d1. I'm just going to go rook b8. I could take on b3. All roads lead to Rome, so let's play queen takes c3. Plays bishop a3. I will take on b3 here. After bishop takes rook, queen takes rook. Actually, maybe I'll take with the pawn, threaten the checkmate in 2 with queen c2, bishop c1, and now we get a checkmate. So that is 2 up, 2 down. Let's go again. Let's play against Luka with white this time. Same thing. Game number 3 of 10. Now I want to adopt the Luka bot. Now, as you guys may or may not have noticed, I wasn't going to mention it right now, but it does say in the description for the bot that it is going to improve. So this is only day 1 of playing against the Luka bot, and it should get better over time. Let's play knight to f3, attacking the queen. I'll play knight c3. Now, one thing you don't want to do in chess is bring your queen out super early because it can be attacked by the bishops, and it's very easy for it to get trapped. So we get knight c6. I'll play a3, attacking the bishop. Probably we get a swap here on c3. Okay, Luka bot hangs a bishop. So let's take the bishop on b4. We get knight d8. Now I'm going to play bishop to g5 here, attacking the queen on f6, and Luka hangs his queen again. Now again, we don't know how strong Luka is at chess. He has said that he plays a lot on his phone. I suspect that he's probably better than his bot, but if his bot is progressive and it's going to improve, eventually the bot will play at a level that is higher than Luka's level. So let's go queen d4, rook h6. Let's go queen f4, attacking the rook here. Luka trying to think and come up with a move, plays rook b8. I'll take the rook on h6 here. King g8. Let's go knight to g5 in this position. Queen h7. Gonna be some checkmates here. I will play knight to e4. Idea to play knight f6 and queen h8, and I assume there's a checkmate, but because we're playing against a bot and because this move is not seen so frequently, I have to go for en passant, or actually no, en passant or forced checkmate. Let's go for forced checkmate. Let's go for the forced checkmate instead. Should be a little bit simpler. So we'll take on g7. I assume it'll play knight f7. No, it goes king e8, and now we play knight, whoops, play knight f6 checkmate. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, we get the win. That is 3 up 3 down. Let's play again against Luka. I will play with black this time in game number 4. Okay, Luka plays e4. This time I'm going to play knight f6 to stop queen h5. I want to see what he does when he's not able to bring the queen out right away. Now of course Luka finds a different solution by bringing the queen to f3. Let's play e5 here. Try to develop in the center. Queen h3. I will play d5, attacking the queen on h3 here. Luka plays queen g3, and now we'll just start developing with knight c6 to guard the pawn on e5. Luka plays a4, so now we'll take the pawn, and already once again I should be winning. Queen f3. Let's go knight d4, and we have these knights in the center of the board. I will even develop my bishop here. There's knight c5, queen on d3, very weak. Now we take on c2, and this is going to be a disaster. I will take the queen on e3. Now Luka does get to bring the queen out, does get to play a bond cloud, so again maybe he's trying to channel his inner Hikaru. Let's play queen to d6. Idea to play queen a6 and bishop b4 check, and this should be pretty straightforward. I guess I will just take, and there should be a forced checkmate here. Where it's forced checkmate, I guess knight takes, knight c5 probably leads to a forced checkmate here somehow. King d2, check and mate. So 4 up 4 down. We're basically halfway there. Let's go again, and we'll play against Luka with the white pieces in game number 5. This time I will play knight f3, try to stop queen h4. I want to see if it's always going to bring the queen out no matter what. Is it going to? It is. So apparently the Luka bot at this 400 rating level is programmed to bring the queen out as early as possible. Now whether that's actually the way that he plays chess or whether it's just part of the bot programming, who knows. But as I said before, this is going to be a progressive bot as I understand it from reading it, so it's probably going to improve. Let's go knight e5, queen f3, bishop g6, and this will be over very, very soon for Luka. See what he does. He plays knight a6. I guess I will just go bishop to g6, threaten the checkmate in 1 with queen f7, and there we go. That's 5 up 5 down. Let's play the 6th game. I will play with black in this game. Now basically it's always trying to bring the queen out early. I can't prevent it from bringing the queen out early, except if I play maybe d5 to force a trade of the pawns, but Luka bot doesn't care. It plays queen h5 anyway, so now I will take. Will it go for the 4-move checkmate? It does indeed go for it. Now of course I will prevent that by playing e6, stopping white from creating a checkmate on f7. Let's go knight f6, attacking the queen, guarding the pawn on e4. I'm going to play knight c6 with the idea of playing knight to d4 here, attacking the queen and the pawn at the same time. Goes queen d3. Let's trade the knights here. He's obviously going to take, and now I will play bishop e7. Now Luka bot is actually playing a lot better. This game we've reached an opening position, pretty standard, nothing too crazy. I'm going to guard my knight on d4 here, and my idea is to play bishop d7 and c6 to go after all of these weaknesses on both of these diagonals. Luka bot again hangs his queen. Now Luka, I think if once Luka sees this video, he's going to probably write to chess.com very angrily. He's be like, yo dude, what's going on? Why is my bot hanging his queen every move? Even I don't do that every game. So I suspect that Luka probably would play better than this bot at its current rating, but the bot at some point will obviously play better than Luka does. We get rook g3. I will take the pawn on h4, attacking the rook on g3 here. We get rook h3. I'm going to go queen f6, going for the checkmate on f2. Knight e2, I take, and this is simply checkmate in 1. So there we go. Let's keep going. That I believe is 6 up 6 down. There are 2 more games, 1 3 5. That was 6. So this is game number 7. Let's keep going. I'm going to play the birds opening with knight f3 here, basically try to find a way to stop black from developing the queen, but I think it'll still go queen f6. No, it doesn't go queen f6. I expected it developed the queen right away. Okay, Is it learning? Perhaps. Maybe Luka is actually learning on the fly here because he is not developing the queen. What is going on here? Luka develops knight, so out of all the games it's always brought the queen out. So maybe Luka on the fly is improving. Maybe it goes knight b8. Now that's not the best move. I will take on d5 here. I'm going to castle, play rook e1 check. Black is lacking in development. Play a4 here, and eventually I'm just going to develop. I'll play rook e1, try to prevent black from castling the king, and this is looking really good. I will play knight b to d2 here with the idea of going knight b3, maybe knight g5 as well to put pressure on the pawns on d5 and f7. Queen c7. I will take now. Black cannot capture the bishop due to the pin. I have bishop f7 check here, king d8. Time to step up my defense. Now I haven't watched Luka a whole lot this year at least, but I feel like defense is probably not what Luka is most known for. I think he's known for putting up like 40 points every game, like a total boss. So defense, you know, in chess, defense does matter just a little bit more than it does in basketball. Okay, king e7. Now I'm gonna go check here because if king f6, I think it's mate in 1, and there we go. And that is our 7th win. So we're almost home. That's 7 out of 10. Now in that game, Luka did not actually bring the queen out right away. So because it didn't bring the queen out right away, I'm kind of curious if maybe it's changing up the strategy. So I'm going to play g6 to stop queen h5. Will it still go queen f3, or has it learned? No, it goes queen g4. So it still likes to bring the queen out super early if possible. Now again, bringing the queen out early is not really what you want to do because the queen can get attacked here, which helps one side develop their piece. Like if he takes with the queen, I go knight f6 attacking the queen, and it just helps my overall development. Luka plays knight g3. I will play knight d4 here, attacking the queen of the pawn again. Queen d1, good move. I'm going to play c5 to take some center, so if white tries to remove the knight with c3, I go back and the pawn covers a critical d4 square. Let's play knight to f6 here. Luka plays bishop d3. Now Luka not developing the way he should. He's got to bring the knight out and castle, not really doing that, so he's violating some of the basic principles here, but at least he's not losing in 5 moves this time around. So I'm going to play bishop e6. Probably he will go a3, and now I will take the bishop. And now this is very dire. Again, no development here for Luka in this position. All these pieces are on their original squares, so it's pretty hard to play. Now I'm going to play b5, just try to open up the center of the board since white has not developed, and I will keep attacking. Let's play e4 here, hoping to basically go for some queen h4. I'd like to bring my queen out right away as well. So he takes. I will make a check here. King is in a very bad shape. King f1 is played. Now I'm going to go f5 to open up the f file and go right in for the checkmate. I'm definitely playing very offensively here. I'm going to take with check here. He's going to block. I will take back with the pawn, and now there's probably a checkmate incoming very soon. Let's play rook takes pawn check. King g2 is a move. I guess I'll make a check. If king g1, I have knight f3. If king, I go here and I get the Arabian checkmate with the knight and the rook, and that's number 8. So we're 2 away from the adoption. Next game I will play with the white pieces again. Last time playing with the white pieces. Now how can I stop it from developing the queen? So I'm gonna go c4 here, something a little bit different. Almost forgot to lace up my Jordan Luka 1. So we get an English opening. I would play knight c3. Probably it's gonna play here, right? And now I'm gonna play knight f3 again, bringing the queen out early, as Luka probably knows from his own games. You don't want to do that because when you bring the queen out early, it just gets attacked, as I've said a few times already. Now let's play knight takes pawn here. Luka obviously going to develop the queen or the bishop. Let's go g3, probably queen to d8. Now I will develop my bishop, castle the king, and take a bit more of the center here with pawn to e4. And again, Luka not developing at all, not developing his pieces and bringing them into attack. It's almost like if Luka decided that he was going to just take the ball past half court and just basically be the playmaker and score every possession. Now mind you, he does actually do that quite frequently. So in basketball you can, but in chess you generally can't do it alone. So if you're just the queen or the bishop, that's not enough. You have to involve all of your teammates in order to win. Now I'm going to take the bishop on e5 here, pawn on c7, rook on a8, and we're going to win this game very soon. As Luka just said again, time to step up my defense. Now at this point, defense or no defense, it's hopeless. He's going to lose no matter what. Let's go check, and mate, and we're 1 away from the clean adoption. There we go. Last game, we're going to play with the black pieces once again. Let's see what Luka does. Luka plays e4 yet again. So I think Luka most likely does actually play e4 on move 1. It'll be interesting to hear some input from him about whether he plays e4. Is this some sort of prank? Now I'm going to go d5, build a center here. Now this is an opening that is playable actually at the top levels. Against the Hikaru Khan, queen h5 is a very reasonable move. So I'm gonna play knight c6, attacking the queen. He could play bishop b5, but based on Luka's, I was about to say, based on Luka's preference for moving the queen, I did not expect a developing move. He does play it though, so let's go e6 here. Now I can develop my knight, my bishop very quickly. I'm going to play here, break the pin so that I can capture back. Plays bishop f1, and another Botez gambit. So Luka needs to work on understanding that even though the queen can be the most powerful piece, it can also become very vulnerable to attacks very quickly. So we get c3. I'm going to play d4, stop white from building a big center. Now I'm going to go bishop c5, lining up some threats, and I should win this game pretty soon. Let's take the pawn on c3, queen f2, big threat. Plays knight h3, preventing it. I am just going to castle here. I'm looking for some checkmating ideas if I can spot them. I'm really hoping that Luka takes the pawn on c3. He does not, so let's just keep developing our piece. Again, Luka has no development here. Bishop f1, I'm going to go knight f5, knight d4, etc. Let's go knight g4, angling for a very clean checkmate. Knight takes f2, knight g3, goes king c2. I guess I'll check. There should be a forced mate here somehow. I don't actually see it. Let's go check, double check here on the king. Let's go check. I think d3 is forced, and then I have queen c3, or actually takes, and queen c3 should be simply checkmate here. And that's GG. There we go. That is the 10th game, so we get an adoption. You want the better player this time. Dobra Igra want to run it back. So that is our adoption of the Luka bot. Now, as I said, based on what I'm reading here, it says Luka.ai is a self-learning AI modeled after NBA superstar Luka Doncic. The most games he plays against chess.com members, the stronger he gets. So I believe that this means I'm the first player to play against him. I do believe this is a progressive bot, if I understand it correctly, which means that it will improve. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments about other content you would like. I assume Luka will be better in the coming days, and assuming it is, just leave your comments. Let me know what you would like for me to do when I play against it, and that's pretty much it. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button below if you have not already subscribed to the channel, and we'll be playing against more bots, including Luka bot, very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your morning. Bye.